what we're dealing with is a paradigm shift, right? This is a paradigm shift. We're shifting a paradigm, right? And, what I'm inviting to you is welcome to a new way, right? I think that for me, in the work that I do, using Lloyd Hogan's work as the foundation, that opens up a whole gambit of amazing things that not only Black Americans can use to find and develop a productive life in the 21st century, but again, Lloyd Hogan, what he said was that Black Americans can be the exemplar to other oppressed peoples around the world on how to develop a system of human perfectibility. What we're doing with economics is setting up a framework. So, for example, Lloyd Hogan, he has 6 parameters that are the whole framework. It includes the household, it includes the firms, the workplaces, it includes the markets for goods and services, the markets for labor, includes wealth accumulation, but it also includes the power of the state, right? And so it's like when we talk about political economy, again, is going back to the language of Adam Smith, political economy, that eventually turned into economics. But modern day political economy is really, like he said, it's a hodgepodge of this and a hodgepodge of that.
Right.
There's no systematic study of this system in political economy, right? Generally, like even if you talk about gender or race or what have you, it's kind of like you got this framework and then you add race to it or you add gender to it, right? But what Lloyd Hogan's work does is that it set us the framework. And the significant is, just like, we got businesses that are profit maximizing businesses, you have the economic framework that says that that's a good way to do it.
Right.
So what we're doing here is we're setting up a framework, right, which includes the power dynamics inside the household. But the framework is eventually, as we continue our research and our conversations over the next few months or maybe even years, is recognizing that this framework says that the appropriate policy, right, to better the socioeconomic conditions of Black Americans is cooperative economics. Mm-hmm. So that's kind of like what Gail was talking about. Adam Smith, he talked about the invisible hand. The appropriate policy from Adam Smith's perspective is laissez-faire, hands off of the market, right? So, right, but what we're doing is we have a framework that not only could explain Black Americans, it could explain the whole U.S., it could explain all 8 billion people on the planet if we wanted to use it. But the appropriate policy associated with it is cooperative economics. That's the beauty of what we're doing. It sets up a framework that explains, right, the poverty in some of the ghettoized communities in the United States is in direct correlation to the wealth that was created for over centuries throughout the planet. Now, what I think that what's significant here is recognizing that mainstream economics doesn't really cover that, right? They make these assumptions about, rational human beings and stuff like that, but it doesn't deal with, the level of experience, right? Your experience is that it's been complete, right? My experience on the planet has been complete. Now, what we're going to do is break down those experiences and then pull it back together so that we have appropriate policy that would be reflective of the, making the appropriate moves in the 21st century.